Well, it's Copper and I again. Another beautiful Saturday. Just checking the lower pasture here. Not too bad for grass, considering how dry we are. It's a hay field just before we cut it. Not looking that good, but we need anything we can get this year. Very dry. Looking dry for the rest of August here. It's middle August. It's been dry all summer, spring. We get some good timely rains that kind of greens everything up, but really doesn't grow much. Pretty unusual for us. Starting to feel more hay. Oh, I know. Starting to feel a little more like fall though. A lot of these leaves have been changing more from heat stress, or I should say dry stress, because it's been hot too a lot. But like this tree here in the bottom of this poplar tree's got a lot of changing leaves. Gonna see more of that this year. Early fall, early looking fall. Everything's dry. That's usually filled with water. Now they're down in there laying in it and eating the grass that grows out of it. This creek is absolutely dry. No big deal. Everybody's on the other side, so we'll just show them the outdoor, the out gate. Well, these calves are getting big. A couple of heifers. Don't you challenge my puppy. That won't work out very well for you, buddy. All right, here's a great scenario that I see that happens a lot, whether you're foot or horseback or whatever. Is I got two going where I want. The third's not. I'm not going to worry about the third as much right now, because I just want to keep the two, the majority, going. They're flowing where I want them to go. The fence is working as a help for me to keep them from going back, so I just need to trail them. There's tracking, trailing, there's chasing, and I'm just trailing them right now because they're going where I want them to go. Now the interesting thing is I got one from the other side coming with, so now I got three kind of grouped up there, so I'm pretty good. That's the out. So now I can regroup and see if I can't get this calf to go with the rest. This is a big mistake I think people make moving cattle, horseback, or whatever it is they always go in a way that makes them scatter, and sometimes you're not going to be able to take them all if you're by yourself, especially. If I had another, I could get Hondo to go after it, but I treat this a little differently because this is like a 3-month-old calf. It just wants to be with the rest underneath that shade there. That's where everybody is. So she's doing the right thing. It's just this little old fence here is in the way. So what am I supposed to do? So instead of stressing it out, I'm just going to come back and see if I can't kind of gather her back up, convince it that this is the wrong way, and then now I'll actually kind of ease off, which is sort of counterintuitive for a lot of people. Come here. Like that calf wants to challenge a dog. I'm not mad about that. Come here. Because if that's a coyote or something, she might have to take a go at it to chase it off. So I'm not real mad about that. Usually they don't, like, come here. Usually they don't challenge a dog that much. They're curious about him. So this is working good, so I'll actually slow down. Watch the ears now go forward to that calf. When they go forward, she sees there, like there for a moment. Now even someone's hollering at her. That's good. See the ears go forward? She hollered back. Now I'm going to have to just trail her for not going back where her buddies are. Now that cow went into the wrong way, the white one, but that's okay. So clearly she sees them. She still hasn't quite made the connection. See, she's still a little more concerned about us. But if I stop, there, that cow helped. See, she'll kind of stop. She hasn't quite made the connection to that move off that direction. That's why we're still trailing her. You'll kind of see her make a connection here in a little bit. Like the ears will stay forward more instead of kind of keep challenging. It's getting better. Ears went forward a little bit. Animals, a lot of times you can kind of tell what they're thinking by watching their ears. She's still thinking backwards. That's why she keeps circling back. That's why when she circles right, we block her. Oh, yeah. She's kind of had enough of this deal. But we just don't worry about it. We just keep going. No. There. Come here. See her make that now? She made that connection. Still kind of stopping, but that's all right. She can stop and pee. Come here. Now I'm going to push these out. And this is the dance. This is the back and forth. Instead of running around making everybody with their tongue hanging out, panting and sweating and losing their mind as well as their weight and me being frustrated, you just kind of keep doing the dance here. See? Now, there we go. A little flow there. So once in a while you get ones like this. She's just a little bit lost. Come here. Like that cow's trying to help me. It's not her. Well, is this one her calf? Actually, I think it is. So that's helpful. There. Mom says, see how Mom got? Okay, good. Now we're going. The ears were forward for a second. Her mom said, all right, now we're going. I want to get you gathered. So you got to treat it the same way. So instead of just going in there and running and making everything scatter, if we can go, oh, perfect. So we're going to go around that reel. She saw that reel. The calf saw that reel. There. That's it. I hardly took any time. I had to double back once to get that little calf. That maybe isn't her calf. And they're probably going to go up and get some water. No stress, no fuss, no fences broken. Didn't lose our soul, our salvation doing this. And what I've seen as I think a mistake is people just trying, every time one goes back, if they're by themselves, go back and get that one. Well, that one's going to be the pain, probably. So if you keep them in a group, keep them going where you want to, then let them kind of go after they're convinced that, you're convinced they're going where you want them to. Then go back and use the other ones as a magnet to help you. Right, Copper? This is where a really good responsive horse is just so key. Like when that calf goes right, we go right. When it goes left, we go left. When it kind of challenges us, we keep our ground. When, just kind of all that without barely having to do much. Everybody's coming. And that does happen sometimes with all that movement, all that extra noise and movement. That'll kind of draw the rest, which isn't all bad. Whoops, my rope fell off. That's no good. Don't move.